Hello, hello, hello. It's Kate Bolt, Inkstampshare, Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. I'm back for another Fun Friday Live. I'm so sorry it's not live today. I am away from my desk, so I thought I would bring you a little pre-recorded video instead. Now, I had great fun on Tuesday playing with the cracker and treat box dies for my Coffee and Cards Live, and I've been playing around with them, and I have another idea for you. And I will flip the camera around and show you what we're going to make. Hope you like it. Let's have a look. Here we go. So here's my desk view. Here are the dies that I was talking about. These are the cracker and treat box dies from Stampin' Up. They are available in my online shop to order. There's those. I've cut out a few bits already. I hope this video is not too long. And then I picked out the Butterfly Kisses 6x6 Designer Series papers in these gorgeous, happy, beautiful, pretty, vibrant colours, and I thought we would make a fatter cracker with these because they're so pretty. And yeah, I was having great fun playing with them. So on Tuesday I made the traditional cracker shape using these made these. This one is using the Splendid Day suite of metallic foil papers, really beautiful. Holds a little lip balm. You could put chocolates or anything like that in there. And I made another one after the fact because I was having so much fun with it. I trimmed it with a gold ribbon, and this is some of our designer series paper from the annual catalogue. It's actually a Christmas paper. I can't remember the name of this one. No, can't remember. Painted Season. It's a Christmas paper, but actually, if you didn't know, you would just give that as a birthday gift. Very beautiful. Doesn't have to be Christmas. Just use your papers for what you like. So I used the Hi Friend from the Sit, Stay, Relax stamp set, but you can use any stamp that you like on yours. The label comes from the cracker stamp set, the cracker die set, so that's all in there. So that was what I made of the basic cracker. I also made a prototype when I was starting off just to make sure I knew how it worked, and it's very easy to use. And then I stepped it up during Coffee and Cards and made these larger boxes, and I actually cased mine from a tutorial from a lady called Brenda Quintana, and it's an amazing tutorial, so I just cased mine from her. If you want to see how to make that, do have a look at my Coffee and Cards video, because in the description box in there you will find the link to her video. So I show you how to make it, but if you want to see the original, hers is amazing, so do check that out. And it's just a bigger one. Absolutely brilliant. I filled it full of chocolate. And so today I thought we'd go a step further, because I thought, well, you know what? I think we could make a lovely fatter cracker. So yeah, I basically made a fatter version of this. Like this. How cool is that? Really pleased with it, and it's so beautiful. How nice would this be on a birthday table or as a little gift for anyone for a special birthday with whatever you like inside? You could put jewellery in there, you could put any gift you like. It could be just chocolates or socks or, yeah, all sorts. And I love this paper. I thought it worked so well. So I'm going to show you how to make that. It's super simple. If you use the die and make the original cracker, which is super simple, you can definitely do this one. So I'll get the die out, and all we need out of the die set is this large one here. To embellish my cracker, I have used this stitch shape, and I've used some of the hearts here. Okay, let's move that out to the side. I don't need that. And I just need to choose my papers now. So let's have a look. We have got all these gorgeous papers, and yeah, let's just give her a random pretty paper. There's so many to choose from, aren't there? I think we'll go for this one. Now this is a lovely big pack of 6x6. There's 48 sheets in there. You'll need 2 sheets of 6x6 to make the cracker, so you still have 2 left over of whatever design if you do that. So beautiful. Right, okay, so I'm going to choose these because they're lovely. Love the colours in them. We've got, I think it's Starry Sky, Fresh Freesia, Calypso Coral. Is that Crushed Curry? It tells you on the back. Let's have a look. Crushed Curry, yeah, that's it. Parakeet Party is in there too. Starry Sky, Calypso Coral. So I have 2. And so the idea is going to be is that I cut 2 crackers out of here. Now I want my design to go along my cracker like that. So I want to make sure that I put that on the right way. So do check if you have a directional pattern that you put your cracker die through the right way. So I'm just going to pop that through my Stampin' Up! Cut and Emboss machine, which is right next to me here. Just going to pop that one through. Here we go. Oh, it's making a lot of noise. Let's see what we get. Oh. The dog is in here with me and I startled him. So here we go. Here's our first cracker, all popped out. Oh, I didn't do that one very well. I did that yesterday. I think my plates are on their way out. I'll see if I can pop that one out. If not, I'll run it through again. It takes up nearly all of the paper. You can keep your scrap if you like, but it's not very wasteful because it uses a lot. And we've got all these really kind of pleasing bits left over. Little tiny diamonds. Okay, so I'm going to do it one more time. Let's pop that on there. Now make sure I do it the right way round. I might need to pop the other one back through on the edge. As you can see, my plate's getting very warm. It's probably that. Okay. Just make sure that's on. And run it through. That made a very pleasing sound, so I think it worked. There we go. Yeah, that's popped out beautifully that time. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So let's have a look at this one. Just a tiny bit hasn't come out of the edge. I think I'm going to pop it through. It's very easy if this happens with a die like this because you can pop it back in, make sure it's all lined up, and it'll sit in the grooves. And that little bit there that didn't cut very well, I'm going to pop it in this way up this time so it doesn't move. I've got a hold of it in the same way as I normally would. Okay. Such a cute thing to make. Yeah, I only need to do that tiny edge of the die. I don't need to go all the way through, just on this edge. Popped out beautifully. Nice. Right, let's move my die out of the way. So, we've got our two pieces. Let's get rid of all of these bits. And pop those out of the way. So, now, the only other thing that you will need is I've cut two circles out using my layering circles dies, and these are going to reinforce the ends of my cracker because if you can see, if I show you in the camera, you don't want any goodies to fall out for the end of your cracker. So I have put a piece of cardstock in there. I've laid it in a circle shape, and mine is about roughly 2¼ inches. Somewhere there or thereabouts, so use the layering circle die or whatever die you have that's about that size would work really well. You don't have to glue it in or anything. So I'm going to move these to the side and I'm going to assemble my cracker, which is very exciting. And I am going to use, I used my snail when I put it together, my first one, and it held it rather well, so I think I'm going to do the same again. So it doesn't really matter which end you go with. But, oh, before we do anything, we need to burnish our score lines because otherwise it won't fold very well. So just go along with your bone folder. Make sure all those lines are scored well. Otherwise it won't take shape properly and it makes it difficult for you when you're assembling it. So, yeah, bone folder is very useful. And the other side, these sides more so need burnishing because those are harder to find. There we are. Other end. There we go. Like that. And there's actually another line at the edge of your cracker here. So make sure you don't leave any out. Like that. So fun. There we go. There's one already. And then we're going to do this one the same. Line those score lines. Sometimes they need a bit of coaxing. There we are. So you can see how much easier it is to do it when it's not assembled. That'll be really hard. So that one was simple. That one, and I think this one was harder to find. Don't know why. There we are. Sorted. Lovely job. So that's that. And then we just need to do these bits. Where are you? You start off one end, you'll find it. It's because the pattern is very busy. That's the only thing. Beautiful paper. You could use either side, couldn't you? It's so pretty. Let's go there. Coax it into place. There we go. There we are. Oops. So that's right. There we go. So that's the hardest part of doing it, to be honest. Is just the lines. Okay, so we're going to stick it together now. Lovely. So I'm going to take my seal, my Stampin seal. I'm going to run it down the middle of this last section on one of them. I'm going to do these ends as well because we want to stick the whole piece together. Use your Tombow or your seal or tape, whatever you prefer as your preferred glue. I did find that this worked okay. I thought it was, might not, but it actually did. So do it again and see how we get on. Make sure that folds still and you haven't gone over your crease. There you go. So we've got that one. And we are going to go over here. And so we end up with it like a big fat cracker. So I'm going to put the glue on this side this time. I think it matters. There we are. So I'm gluing it to me. Line up the edges really well. We glue it, so we want it to be fit properly. There we go. It will lie flat and you can squish it really well. So there's our join and here's our cracker. Now I found the best ways to get the ends to go in is to pinch them in turn like that. So you end up with these little mountains. And then when you've got them, you can kind of push it a bit like that. And that one almost went on its own. So let's do the same here. Let's make our little creases like that. And you'll end up with this very pleasing cracker shape. How cool is that? So nice, isn't it? I love that. So pretty. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my ribbon on. Now the ribbon I had out went really well with the other one. It might be a bit pale for this. Let me just see what I've got. If not, I'll stick with it. Let's see. got, this one might be a bit thin. This matches, this is the Starry Sky. We could try that and see. If it doesn't work, we could swap it back over to that beautiful soft seafoam sheer ribbon. So I know that I have a join here. So I don't want, and I have a join here. So I want my ribbon at the top, not in front of the join. Yeah, that's a good spot. Grab enough ribbon, and we're going to tie it together now. This is the fun bit. I'm never great at tying a ribbon, especially on camera. The pressure, probably. Right, so you want to get it in the groove and just pull it. So you can see you've still got quite a lot of gap there. You can't really pull it anymore without it would rip it, because it's found its finished place. You can coax it in a little bit. But then you just need to tie your bow. Like that. Actually, I think that looks really nice. If you have enough of the ribbon, a nice big floppy bow works. Okay, so ribbon scissors. Let's cut that off. Like that. This is the fun part now. So make sure you've got your ribbon facing the right way. You can move it around a little bit. We're going to open it up, and inside I'm going to place one of the circles that I cut out, but it's just going to sit in the bottom. There you go. So it's just sitting in the bottom there, and it pretty much covers the whole of the bottom of the cracker inside. Now I've got some chocolate. Where did I put it? I'm still going through my Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party stash, and I've got all these little mini bars and all sorts. So let's see what I've got. I did find these small size chocolates that did really well, but I'll just put in what I've got. You just want a selection of sweeties, if that's what you're putting in. Obviously, put anything you like in here. Let's see what we can fit. See what we can fit. So we've got these, and we'll see how many that takes. You don't want it too tall because it will come up the side of your cracker. But this is just to give you an example so that you can see what it looks like when it's filled. That will do. So we've got loads of chocolate in there. It's come all the way to the top. I'm going to put my other circle on the top to keep it all straight and neat and stop it falling out of the holes. And then we're going to go back in, and we're going to tie the other end of our cracker. And then we've assembled it. And once we've assembled it, it's a matter of decoration. It's so, so pretty, isn't it? I can imagine a lovely, pretty piece of jewellery wrapped up in there for a birthday present, or Christmas papers. You can make it for a Christmas cracker. You could put them on the tree or under the tree. I'm tying my bow the wrong way around. I'm not quite sure why. Let's turn it round. Yeah. There we go. So make sure it's very secure. Actually, this nice thin ribbon catches very well on itself. It's got a bit bonkers. So we've got this beautiful cracker now there, and we just want to decorate it. So I had cut some of the hearts out when I made the other cracker, this one. I cut out a load using the die that comes in this set. The little hearts in a row, and I cut some out in some of the paper colours. So I've cut some out again, but I think I might need some Starry Sky on there, mightn't I? Okay, but let's try it first. So I've got the label, that's part of the set as well. and I am going to stamp. And I think if I stamp that in Starry Stone, that'll be fine. Let me grab that ink pad. This is one of my favourite blues. I love this colour. It's one of our brand new in colours this year, and it's such a lovely colour. Right, okay. So you can find everything I use in my videos in my online shop. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, so you'll find it all in there. And you can find that at katebolt.stampinup.net, and in the links in the description box below if there's anything that you love. So I'm using this Hi Friend stamp, which fits this little label perfectly. I was using it for coffee and cards this week too. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, that's my dog who's keeping me company. Be quiet. Okay, it's called Sit, Stay, Relax, and it's one of our host stamp sets at the moment. So if you place a big order in my online shop for £150, you'll get 10% Stampin' rewards, and you can get this one for free. And it's beautiful. It's got all these fun little cats and dogs and things on there, and these lovely sentiments. Really like this one. Yeah, so that's what the host sets are. You can get those for free. So I'm using the Hi Friend from it. I think it's a really useful one. And I've managed to do that again. I'm great at that. Let me just clean this top of that, because I know that when I stamp that down, I'm going to create a halo because I've smooshed it into my super juicy ink. Tell me I'm not the only one who does that sometimes. Let's just clean the edge of that stamper. Okay. Now I'm just blue. Okay, Hi Friend. Yeah, hooray! I love it when it goes well. Yeah, it looks so lovely in those colours, doesn't it? Hi Friend. So I'm still using this, the edges of my dimensional sticky foam pads. So let's carry on with that and use them all up. It's quite useful actually for this long label. So I'm just going to cut some of the excess bits that are left over with my old snips. Pop it on the back. And then put it on the top. Okay, actually, I'll pop it here. You don't see that join. Nice. And then I have run out of tiny dimensionals. Actually, I'm not sure if I have run out. I think I've got some. I have a little adhesive bag, and I think they're all in there. But I'm going to use what I've got rather than running around looking for things. So I'm going to use a couple of these really pretty little hearts and cut up those bits of dimensional and use those to stick them on with. Now, how cute is this? Love it. So I hope this video finds you really well today and you're enjoying your Friday. So I decide where we're going to go. And that you are looking forward to a nice weekend. So just place them where you want. Not too far over. There we go. So I've just got mine hanging off a little bit. I quite like it like that. It's a little bit off. Stick the rest back on there. These are my old scissors. I keep an old pair for glue, and then I can just clean them off with some alcohol, spirit. It's good for cleaning tacky things off. There we go. Be quiet. Shh. Sit down. He's so naughty. He's seen the neighbour walking by and he really likes him. You wouldn't believe it, would you? You would think that he didn't like him when he barks. Right, okay, so I am going to pop a couple of little gems on there and we're done. You can decorate your cracker any way you see fit. So I've got some of the basic rhinestone jewels here, and I'm going to pop some of those on using my take a pick tool. I think some of the little ones would work well. What a really, really cute little gift. I would love it if somebody made this, handmade this for me. Sure, actually no. It should be down here. It's running away. Right, let's put it here. There we are, that's more like it. Okay, so there's our cracker. Full of chocolate, but you put anything you like in. There's the prototype I made. I hope you love them. I absolutely adore them. I thought it was just such a simple extension of this one die. You just need to cut it out twice and glue them together to make a larger, fatter cracker. And you're popping a little bit of cardstock in the end to keep it solid. How cool is that? I love it. Anyway, you will find these in the catalogue. Let me have a look. I think they're in our annual catalogue. I was looking for these in our Christmas one when I was looking back, and I thought it would be a Christmas die. But I've got a feeling it's actually in the annual one. Yeah, it is. In our current annual catalogue, we have the cracker and treat box dies, and they are page 170, and it says you can see these in use on page 45. So you can see all the kind of ideas they've had making their crackers too. So they're in the current catalogue there, and you can find them in my online shop. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. I do apologise it's not live. I will be back live for Coffee and Cards next Tuesday at 1 p.m. UK time. And yeah, I'll be back regularly for my regular Fun Friday next Friday at the usual time of 11 a.m. all GMT. Thank you so much for joining me, those of you who've watched, and do leave me a comment. Tell me if you like the crackers, what you might use them for. Just if you've enjoyed the video, I would love to know. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That really helps me so much. And thank you so much. Take care, and I will see you next time. Let's say goodbye properly. Hold on. Here we go. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.